Ah, the Balkans. Who doesn't love the Balkans? The best place for prime European real estate. Balkans is a region located in southeastern Europe, and we're gonna be talking about it today. And instead of like the previous videos, like why Russia sucks, why the United States sucks, I'm gonna be talking about why an entire region of a bunch of countries sucks. So I'm gonna go into all these countries. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this this video. Let's get into it. Now, if you don't know what the Balkans are, let me give you a small rundown of the entire region. So, imagine yourself, you live in the Balkans, and you open up the window on a regular day, and what you see outside of your window is a Croat and a Serb arguing over who is the best war criminal. A Bosnian with bipolar disorder trying to figure out if it's gonna be Bosnia, Herzegovina, or Republic of Srpska today. You would see a Romanian stealing your fence and running away with it. You would see the North Macedonian president walking with a Down syndrome girl to school. How gentlemanly of him. You would see Slovenia do nothing because Slovenia sucks ass. You would see a Bulgarian trying to prove to everyone that their GDP is definitely $15 trillion, but in fact it's only like $5. You would see a Serb slam a person from Kosovo with a fucking wooden plank, and then see an Albanian praise UCK and then walk up to the Serbian with an aluminium bat and bash the shit out of them. And you would see a Greek changing ideology every time someone says a new sentence, whilst simultaneously avoiding the taxman. Ah, isn't the Balkans a beautiful place? Now, some of you might wonder, hey, where's Turkey? They have land in the Balkans, and I would say, fuck you, I don't include Turkey, they suck ass. And now let's get on with actually talking about why each of these countries suck. I'm gonna begin with Romania. And here's the thing, I like to talk about the history of the country briefly before I actually start talking about why it sucks in the present day. And the thing with that is that I don't feel like going through the entire history of each of these nations, because some of them have extensive histories, so others have the most shortest ones ever. So I'm just gonna go from the 1900s and forward, and some of them are gonna have a little bit before the 1900s, but yeah, you get the point. I'm gonna start at the 1900s for most of these fuckers and just go from history from there on out, because that's the fun century. That's the fun century to talk about, not the other things. That's boring. 1800s? Pff, what the fuck happened there? The Crimean War? Boring. Romanian history in the 1900s is basically that in 1916, as World War I was raging, Romania decided that, you know what, it would be very fun to invade Austria-Hungary and take back Transylvania, or how the fuck you even pronounce it? How do you pronounce that? Take back this from the Austro-Hungarians and reunite Romania as a whole. And I can imagine a conversation like this going down in fucking Romanian high command. Hey, we should join World War I and take our land back. Wait, we can't do that. Why not? We can literally, okay, listen to me. Okay, let's be clear, okay. We can literally steal everything they leave behind. You crazy son of a bitch. I'm fucking in. So Romania joined the Allies and attacked Austria-Hungary right here. The Romanians probably felt very confident going up against the Austro-Hungarians because, well, they were fighting a big-ass fronted war with basically everyone else. And so they thought they could easily turn the tide of war and put more pressure on the Austro-Hungarians, making World War I end faster. But in reality, they just walked into a battle, saw 369,000 Germans, Austrians, Hungarians, and all the other weird ethnicities that hanged around, just standing there with guns, waiting. And the Romanians went like, you know what? This can work! We can do this! Come on, let's go, brothers! Hoorah! And despite what you actually might think, the Romanians actually did pretty good and wiped the floor with the Germans and the Austrians until Bulgaria came from the south. Since I want to make this video a bit lighthearted and not too depressing and about war and murder and sometimes genocide, but we don't have to talk about that. Just like I've just done, I'm gonna break down the Bulgarian invasion of Romania in a funny way. So here, please take Bulgaria versus Romania in the Mr. Liam's fashion. Hey, Romania, how you doing, bud? Hey, yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, okay, good. So, yeah, I'm like kind of in the Central Powers, and you're kind of fighting my friends. Please don't do this. Man, I kind of gotta do this, though. Please, man, don't do this to me. We're friends, right? Come on, we're neighbors, literally. I lent you some sugar once. Yeah, but like, alliances are alliances. You gotta follow up, you know? Please don't do this to me. I won't steal your capital city from you again. I promise. Yeah, No. The Bulgarians then proceeded to do the 1900s equivalent of fisting, but with a rifle stock to the Romanians. AKA, the Romanians got completely obliterated. Then World War I ended, Romania got its Transylvanian territories back anyway, so they didn't have to do anything. Hungary wasn't mad or anything. Other than that, shit was fine, and everything was fine. The Great Depression happened, that was nothing funny. Then the fascists started coming around and be like, hey, yo, how you doing, brother? Yeah, man, like, fuck the communists, am I right, chat? I'm a Twitch streamer, by the way. Who the fuck are you? How did you get into my house? Yeah, man, don't worry, yeah. What does that mean? That doesn't answer anything. Then the Germans returned like, hey Romania, what if you would give Transylvania to Hungary and join the Axis along with Hungary, and yeah, you can all hang out with Big Papa, if you know what I'm saying. Why would I give Transylvania to the Hungarians again? Because I'm cooler than you? Okay, you know, that seems fair. So the Romanians gave back Transylvania to the Hungarians. But then, tragedy hit. Romania realized that they were now in the same faction as the Bulgarians. And you know what that means? Another scene out on the field. Hey there, Romania. Hey. Man, I'm sorry for World War I, okay? You are? Yeah. Oh, man. Huh. Shit, I thought we never could be friends again. No, it's fine, man. I'm sorry. I forgive you, man. Man, I love you. Don't do that. That's a bit gay. I'm not gay, okay? No. Sorry. You guys got a bit carried away. That's fine. I'm gonna go help Germany invade Yugoslavia now. All right, cool. See ya. Why won't you love me? Why, Bulgaria? Then Operation Barbarossa went down, and the Germans came to the Romanians and said like, hey, can you take this gun and defend the flanks while I go into Stalingrad and fuck shit up real bad? Oh, alright. I guess I could do that. Thanks, friend. I'll be right back. Why do I hear tanks? Oh, holy shit! The Romanian garrison guarding around Stalingrad was completely decimated by Operation Uranus, and trapping the 6th Army inside of Stalingrad to meet its ultimate demise. Then the downfall began, and the Soviets began to push back all across the entire front, and eventually came to a point where Romania went like, hey, hold up, take a pause here. What do you mean take a pause? I'm trying to take over Europe with my big, fat, sexy ass Russian army, yeah? Okay. I want to switch allegiance, okay? I don't want to get killed. Switch allegiance? You're in Soviet? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Here, have some vodka. Anyways, World War II ended and Romania became part of the Eastern Bloc, becoming a communist state. And everything was chill and shit until the 1980s when one Romanian went like, hey, can we stop being communist? And the leader said, no, I have a tank. Go get him, boy. Wait, oh shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm strong, I'm communist. Oh crap. Ah! Yeah, you didn't see this coming, did ya? So Romania stopped being communist after a very violent revolution. A lot of people died. Anyways, that finally takes us to the modern day, where Romania is once again democratic nation. It's just pimp shimping in the Balkans. So why does Romania suck? Well, I didn't feel like looking into why Romania actually sucks. I just want to talk about the history, because that's fun. But the things I did find is that most people in Romania right now, in 2022, is pretty concerned about the current healthcare system they got in check. Because apparently it's not that good. And other people would consider the economic situation of the country pretty shit, which, you know, as of any former communist country, yeah, economic situations are, troubled at best. And then apparently 2% of the Romanian population didn't see terrorism as a threat. Which, okay, I guess, yeah. That came up on a list of Romanian problems. 2% of people didn't think terrorism was that bad. Well, you learn something every day, don't you? Time to talk about another country. Let's get going, because this video is gonna get way too fucking long. So let's get started with Bulgaria. In 1912, the Bulgarians, the Serbs, the Montenegrins, and the Greek decided that, you know what, the Ottoman Empire kinda owns a good chunk of the Balkans still. how about we go and commit crimes against humanity? And so they did. They all attacked the Ottomans, and the Ottomans went brr, and got mostly kicked out of the Balkans. And after this war, Bulgaria was pretty fat, and decided to invade Serbia, try to take Macedonia from them. That didn't go very well, because Serbia called Montenegro, Greece, Romania, and the Ottomans to kill Bulgaria. And so Bulgaria said, you guys are the biggest chunk of hypocrites I've ever met in my life, and I like it a lot. Could we have dinner? Bulgaria got smallified, spent a few years in fucking purgatory. Then in World War I, the Austro-Hungarians came to them and were like, hey, can you eat up half of Serbia? And they said, yes sir. And so they did. They ate half of Serbia. Then they came again and said, hey, could you eat half of Romania? And they said, sure thing. And yeah, you know exactly what happened there. And yeah, they met in the field again. But I'm gonna spare you from another field scene, because they take a lot of time to make. After World War I, Bulgaria once again got smallified, but this time they also got debtified, forcing them to pay a lot of money to a bunch of countries that they accidentally, you know, slipped on a banana, fell on top of and fucking obliterated, like Serbia and Romania. They also forced to get rid of their massive army. They had a population of like 5 million people. They had an army of 1.2 million people. Good job, Bulgaria. You're the pinnacle of Balkan mobilization. And so Bulgaria felt kinda cheated after World War I. Then World War II came along and they went like, you know what? Fascism, probably a good deal. Probably the best thing ever. Yeah, let's go for it. Bulgaria didn't do much during World War II except for minorly invade Greece and minorly invade Yugoslavia. Come on, man. Please, why do you have to do this? I just gotta. This is the fucking second time this fucking century. Can you leave me alone? No. Damn, bro, that was so based. I know, right? Bulgaria then just kind of sat around for a long time, just doing nothing. Then the Soviets showed up and went like, hello, Germany is about to collapse into itself. You wanna join my side? You know what? Okay, sure, let's do it. Then Bulgaria joined the Eastern Bloc, the economic disaster, and the country continues to be an economic disaster to this day. That's basically why Bulgaria sucks. Just like you learned in the Bulgarian segment of the video, Greece was involved in kicking the Ottomans out of the fucking Balkans, and then fought the Bulgarians a little bit. After that, Greece intervened itself in Anatolia as the Ottoman Empire collapsed into itself, fought a little bit with the Ottomans, got kicked out, cried a little bit. They got invaded by the Germans, suffered 1.5 million dead to the naughty Germans, liberated themselves, good job. And that about wraps up all important history as of the 20th century. I really wanted to talk about why the country sucks, not really talk about the history. So yeah, let's talk about why the country sucks. After World War II, Greece descended into a very long period of political upheaval, going to fascists and that kind of stuff. In the modern day, the country is kind of debtified, really debtified to be exact, and the entire fucking Gen Z generation and the Alpha generation has to pay off this massive ass debt, because who the fuck else gonna do it? Not the people before them. They just kind of left a big ass debt there, and that's about it. Take care of it yourself, fucking stupid kid. Yeah, I didn't really want to talk about Greece at all. I don't like Greece. Too Mediterranean for my own liking. After World War I, Slovenes and Croats found themselves independent away from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and they thought, we have no way to defend ourselves, we should join up with someone else who has an army. And it turned out that the Serbians were the only ones in the area with an army. And so the areas of Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina and Vojvodina joined in with Serbia and Montenegro to form the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Well, it wasn't initially called the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. In the beginning it was called the Kingdom of... let me check real quick. The Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes. Yeah. Then they turned to the name Yugoslavia for their nation, as Yugoslavia stands for the land of the South Slavs. Then in 1941, Germany, Italy, Hungary and Bulgaria invaded Yugoslavia. They proceeded to be completely ass-fucked in between April 6th and April 18th, 1941, and became completely occupied. After a while of occupation, the Yugoslavs decided that, you know what, I don't want to be occupied anymore, we should liberate ourselves. Yeah. And so the Yugoslavs started to fight their occupiers, and creating the largest partisan movement out of any other country in Europe that was under occupation at the time. But then along came a problem, because there was basically two sides to the partisans, the communists and the non-communists. Or in other terms, the people who wanted back to the monarchy. The two sides started to struggle on who was going to rule the country after the war was over. The monarchists saying, hey, we have Peter II, and he should be back in power. You know, because he was in power, and then he lost power, so shouldn't he be back in power? Whilst the communists said, well, we have Joseph Brown's tits. Who's that? A farmer? So using logic, Titman came into power and remained in power until the 1980s. From the end of World War II until the 1990s, Yugoslavia was an absolute clusterfuck of different ethnicities. And the borders in between the republics within the federation compared to actual ethnic lines, and throughout the entire time, a bunch of these areas were basically having hyper-nationalism. But Titman just said like, hey yo, take it easy. And they went like, you know what, I will take it easy. For you, Titman. But when Titman died in 1980, the Serbs went like, you know what, I have a plank, they have a head, I'ma bash their heads in, take over the entire area. Because that makes total sense, because Serbs are better than Croats, Macedonians, and Slovenes. And everyone knows that Bosniaks are just Muslim Serbs. And that's how the Yugoslav wars happened. Which I won't talk about because I've been talking for nearly 16 minutes now and I want to go to bed. And as a very quick and shitty summary, former Yugoslavia sucks because of the Yugo wars basically. Ethnic tensions are massive, there's mines on borders, and yeah. Albania was born in 1912. They were invaded by the Italians, and then they basically started fighting with the Serbs via the UČK because, well, Kosovo is filled with Albanians, but the Serbs be like, no, 2% of the population is Serbian. That means it's Serbian. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! And that about concludes the Balkans. Thanks for watching and subscribe and shit. Bye.